It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Now, on this video, we're going to switch up the tempo just a little bit. As y'all can see, we're talking about K-pop group BlackPink. I don't talk about K-pop news all that much. I have spoken about BTS and Jungkook once before, but that's not my bag. That's not my lane. I would never lie and try to say that it is. But I am intrigued by their story. I do know a little bit of their music. I also know about Rose. I listened to her song On the Ground when it came out a couple years ago. Fire song. Dope vocalist. I love the fact that she actually was singing in English. The beat was fire. I even rapped on the beat due to one of my clients that wanted to do like a remix. So yeah, I'm going to talk about them. And if you're familiar with BlackPink, cool. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the channel. If you're not, you're going to learn something today. Okay. The reason why BlackPink is in the news right now is because these members of the group have decided that they no longer want to be represented by their label YG Entertainment as solo artists. So number one, BlackPink is a group. They're signed in a group contract. Up until this point, they were also releasing their solo material under the same company, YG Entertainment. As of today, it has been announced that they no longer want to release their solo music with this company, which sounds to me like they're dissatisfied with them. They may even try to take the group at a later time, but as of today, it's just the solo. BlackPink, the four-piece K-pop act comprised of Jisoo, Lisa, Jennie, and Rose, are no longer working with YG Entertainment for their solo endeavors, the company announced in a press release. The group will remain signed to YG Entertainment as an entity, but the four women will pursue their solo careers outside the agency. The label says, "We will do our utmost to support BlackPink's activities, and we will cheer on the members' individual activities with warm hearts." In a previous press statement regarding the group's renewed contract, the company said that BlackPink plans a new album, a world tour, and will continue to do its best to shine even brighter in the global music market as an artist representing not only the company but also K-pop in general. BlackPink was formed under YG in 2016, and when you hear me say YG Entertainment, I'm not talking about the California rapper, just to be very clear. But as the quartet hits new levels of recognition and popularity worldwide, there was speculation that their deal would need to be substantially renegotiated in the artist's favor. Now, one thing to note is that in the K-pop world, in Korea, in China, in all of these different Asian countries, their pay scale is a lot different than what it is over here. Now, a lot of artists come out and complain about their record label. They talk about not having their publishing and all of that different type of stuff. They're going through the same exact shit over there in Korea. A lot of these groups that we see coming out on K-pop, they actually don't write any of their own music. The songs are pre-made. The dances are pre-choreographed. All they have to do is show up and make it. And that has been okay thus far. I'm not saying that that's the story for BlackPink in particular. I'm just letting you guys know that that's how it works in a lot of those situations. It's almost like some Backstreet Boys type shit. BlackPink's last world tour included 66 performances in 34 cities, and they had about 2.1 million spectators in total, right? Or fans. Individually, all of the members of BlackPink have expanded their presence in the global entertainment industry with solo musical projects. So they are going off and writing and recording and releasing their own stuff, which is also different from some other bands out there. Most recently was Jisoo. She put her debut solo single out called Me. Another member, Jennie, released her solo project back in 2018. She just launched her own label called Atelier. And earlier this year, she made her acting debut in HBO's The Idol. Unfortunately, The Idol ended up not doing all that great. I think it got canceled after one season. They also headlined Coachella last year. Just to give you guys an overall idea of how big they are, they were headliners at Coachella. Jisoo has also signed a solo contract under her brother's management agency, so she's now being managed by her family, right, which is a great ally to have moving throughout the music industry. Blissoo is a spin-off entertainment startup under Biomom, where her brother serves as CEO. So she about to make some big money out this motherfucker. I could already see it based on what the way she's moving, starting her own company, partnering up with her brother's company. They kind of got their business hat on very tight. As I stated, Jennie also launched her record label out Atelier. She just announced the label in November of last year. She describes it as a space that aims to create new things that attract attention in a different way from what is usual or expected. She said, "I'm excited about what's to come as I start my solo journey in 2024 with the company that I have established. Please show lots of love for my new start with OA and of course BlackPink. For those of y'all that were actually watching the VMAs on MTV last year, you would know that BlackPink also was Pink won the MTV VMA for Group of the Year. And they actually have a dedicated fan base of about 20 million monthly listeners on Spotify. They've got over 92 million views on YouTube, or excuse me, 92 million subscribers on YouTube. And they have nearly 58 million followers on Instagram. They've hosted virtual concerts in the metaverse with over 15 million viewers. They've done collaborations with Roblox and a collaboration with Metaverse Studio Carter. And they do a variety of different immersive experiences for their audience. So it's a lot of cutting edge shit going on around BlackPink and just the entire K-pop genre as a whole. Anybody that wants to have success in this game, especially if you're independent, you need to be watching people like these K-pop artists. One thing that I learned earlier this year, or one thing I learned toward the end of last year, is that some of these K-pop labels are now establishing technology that's allowing them to go in the studio, record their music in their native language, and still pump out various other language versions of their songs. So they could speak it in Korean in the booth and an English version will come out and they don't have to go re-record it 100 times. It gets ran through AI technology and you get a perfect audio recording with their voice, no funny sounding or anything. And they're able to ship it out to the market almost instantly. So that puts them 100 steps ahead as far as globalization, allowing them to adapt to each country, each territory that their music gets shipped off to. They could send a different version of their album so that it caters to the native language of the listener. That shit is a huge game changer. Again, if I were to go in the studio right now, create Southside Nolan, those of y'all that have heard it, run it through AI, and I send it to Brazil, right? They get the album in Portuguese. I send it to Mexico, they get it in Spanish. I send it to Japan, it's Japanese. I send it to Korea, it's Korean. I send it to Africa, it could be any variation of any of those African countries as far as the language is concerned. That's a fucking cheat code. They got this metaverse shit on lock. I don't agree with all of the metaverse experiences, all the VR shit, all the AR shit. I'm not really into that. But I think that there are some valid ways of incorporating the technology, as doing Roblox collaborations, doing Fortnite collaborations, doing live shows with a animated avatar where you're playing the music, doing the vocals, but you have an animated avatar for people watching. If they want to tune into some shit like that, they want to pay $25, $50 for a ticket to come witness it, and you gotta go and you just going in a studio to lay it down. That shit is dope to me. These motherfuckers are doing live concerts on their own apps, making you go pay for that shit through their own app where they're keeping the money instead of going through Ticketmaster and all these other motherfuckers. They got a lot of this shit streamlined. Now, the artists may not necessarily be getting their cut off of it, which is why I say a lot of them are having the same issues we have out here. Their labels, their agencies, the people that are putting up the money, the people that are doing the board meetings to make all that shit happen are the ones getting it. But if you're an artist and you're trying to figure out a way to differentiate yourself, you need to be studying every fucking genre. You need to be studying the moves, the innovation that's happening all over the world. Don't just look at goddamn YSL. Don't just look at goddamn what Polo G doing, right? You got to be a student of the game in its entirety if you really want to know where it's going. Otherwise, you're always going to be behind, and you're always going to be behind on your money too, because the early adopters are going to be the ones getting the bag. You gonna be scraggling behind trying to do some shit that niggas already done spent they load on, wondering why don't nobody want to pay you for your version of it. So at the end of the day, I definitely salute BlackPink. I think they're dope. Personally, I'm a fan of Rose, and it's gonna be very interesting to see how they're able to hold up as a group, especially with all of these different solo endeavors. When you start introducing that and each of them got their own company, yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to hold up all that much longer, because they're going to see how profitable it really is to release solo projects under their own companies. That's going to be a game changer. But for those of y'all that are BlackPink fans, they did just sign a new deal as a group. So enjoy the next couple of albums as they come. Enjoy them while you can, because I don't think it's going to last very much longer. All right. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. And I will see y'all on the next one. All right. Much love and respect. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.